The woman tearfully sold off her beautiful hair, then painfully gave up her pearly white teeth for cash. But the money still wasn't enough to buy her daughter back. With nowhere else to turn, she ended up working the streets. Even then, she still got harassed by people passing by. Someone even shoved a snowball down her clothes. During the scuffle, she accidentally scratched a man's face. Just then, the chief of police happened to walk by. The man claimed Fantine went totally crazy. The chief saw the scratch on the guy's face, and believed him. He tried to arrest Fantine on the spot. Fantine dropped to her knees, begging for mercy, saying her daughter would starve to death without her. But to Javert, it was just another excuse from a criminal. That's when the mayor suddenly showed up. He recognized Fantine. She used to work in his factory. But before he could say anything, Fantine lashed out at him. Furious, she blamed Valjean for not helping, for letting her fall this low. Turns out Fantine had gotten pregnant out of wedlock. After having their daughter, her boyfriend vanished without a trace. To make a living, she left her daughter with an innkeeper, but jealous co-workers found out her secret. They reported her to the foreman. The foreman had been eyeing Fantine for a while, and when he heard this, he didn't just fire her, he kept her last paycheck too. Fantine's whole world fell apart, so in her rage, she spit in Valjean's face. Valjean was overwhelmed with guilt. He promised to take care of both her and her daughter. He picked up the frail Fantine in his arms, and took her to the hospital, ignoring Javert's protests. But that only made Javert more suspicious. He started thinking about the convict who once defied him. The next day, while testing Valjean's identity, they suddenly heard someone shouting outside. They rushed downstairs. An old man was pinned under a loaded wagon. It was a life or death situation. Valjean didn't hesitate for a second. He used all his strength, and lifted the heavy wagon off the man. Watching that, Javert was now convinced. The mayor was the long-missing fugitive, Valjean. The next day, Fantine died in the hospital. Before she passed, she begged Valjean to care for her daughter, but Javert tried to arrest Valjean right there. Valjean pleaded with him for just 3 more days, to make sure Fantine's daughter was safe. But Javert wouldn't listen. In his eyes, every criminal was just a liar. He pulled out the cuffs and ordered Valjean to face justice. Left with no choice, Valjean jumped out the window and fled. He paid a fortune to get Cosette back from the greedy innkeepers. Just as he was leaving town, Javert caught up again. While escaping, they got cornered in a dead-end alley. Javert was closing in fast, so Valjean grabbed the girl and climbed over a wall. They landed in a cemetery. The groundskeeper was the old man he had once saved from under the wagon. Valjean finally had a place to hide. Javert stood alone in the dark, empty-handed, and swore to the heavens he'd capture Valjean himself, to uphold the justice he believed in.